the books I'll be recommending you in this video will be definitely easy to read, will be engaging and fast paced so that you don't get distracted easily. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Anushka, and in this video I'll be recommending you some books which are fun, engaging, addicting, in short, amazing books. Now chances are if you're watching this video and you feel like books are boring, then you may be a beginner. So these books are beginner friendly for sure. And before you start continue watching this video, I will highly recommend you to watch this video first, where I have talked about elaborately about this topic, that why people feel like books are boring, and I've definitely answered that question. So I will highly recommend you to watch that video, not because of views, but actually there's a lot of information that you should know. So yeah, now I hope you watched this video and you're back. So let's just start with the first recommendation. The first book or series of books which I have for you is one of the bestsellers, popular books, and that is The Hunger Games. This is the book which got me out of my reading slump, because it is so addicting, page turner novel. There are so many things happening in this book. I mean, if you have watched the movies were super hit, but the books are of course better. You'll go into this world of games, this dystopian world where everything is happening, so much of action, so much of drama. There's a twist after every 10 or 20 pages. So it's great if you are someone who gets easily distracted. The books I'll be recommending you in this video will be definitely easy to read, will be engaging and fast paced so that you don't get distracted easily. And the second book that I have is one of the easiest writing that I've read, yet it's so engaging and the plot has so much to offer. I read it in one sitting, trust me, and that is The Silent Patient. Oh my god, the ending, if you'll search about this book, everyone would be raving about the ending, but don't spoil yourself, because yes, the ending will not only shock you, but you'll feel like, how can I miss it? How can this happen? One of the best plot twists ever, and that too, the whole book is addicting. Like after each chapter, you'll feel like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next? I want to read it. So yeah, highly recommend Silent Patient for beginners and for people who feel like books are boring. The second type of book I have is a sci-fi thriller, and that is Ready Player One, one of my favorite reads of 2020. And I am not a gamer, so if you're a guy and if you love gaming, you'll love this book for sure. I mean, oh my god, there is a gaming world and it's based in future and the world is going to end, but then there is a world of gaming, virtual world, where everyone can be like themselves. But this there is this owner who has left his whole fortune, and the person who will win this game will get this fortune. I mean, just read this first page, this first blurb. I always tell this and I'm repeating it. Just read this first one page. I'm sure you won't be able to stop reading this. And the next book that I have is a book on which movie has been made. Priyanka Chopra is in it, and she highly recommends this book, and that is The White Tiger. I read it like 2 years ago and I loved it. Now I am recommending this book because of the things it says about India, and you will be, trust me, you will be interested the way so many things are said about India, about culture, about the system in this book. It's definitely a must read for all Indians. It starts in a very spooky, suspenseful and different kind of way. So it is yes, intriguing and interesting. You want to delve into this world, and the writing is obviously beautiful. It's very different. If you're a beginner, you will laugh. Like it is very satirical as well. So yeah, go for this book. And the next book is again a very popular book. Now I'm recommending popular books because I feel like when you're a beginner, you get influenced very easily. You don't have your own personal taste and genres. So whenever people recommend you, and if you see like this book is a bestseller and popular book, you obviously tend to gravitate towards that book more. So yeah, that's what I like, which is why I'm recommending popular books. Now this one is The Girl on the Train, and I'm not saying it for the sake of saying it, but please, the movie is terrible. It has changed the plot, like everything. There's just one thing, that's the name is common. Everything is different. Book is so great. The language is very easy, and it is a bestseller, one of the cult classics in when it comes to thriller. It's very fast paced, very easy to read, suspenseful to the core. So go for Girl on the Train. I highly recommend it. If you feel like books are boring, this might change your mind. Now, if you're someone who likes reading non-fiction, and you feel like non-fiction books are preachy and they are a bit difficult to read, I agree with you. I never started my reading journey with non-fiction books because I obviously felt like they were a bit boring. They take time. So non-fiction books take comparatively more time than fiction books. But a book that I will highly recommend to you when it comes to non-fiction is 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. I read it in 30 or 40 days. Like, I took my whole month. But oh my god, what experience I had after reading this book. This is such a relatable, practical, and the most truthfully written book. It's such a beautiful book, and it's not preachy at all. There are so many stories, there are so many psychological things which are shared in this book. I will highly recommend you. Not for beginners, but if you're someone who gets bored easily, and if you're someone who wants to be a little more intellectual and wants to build up their personality, I will highly recommend to you this book, because in this book Jordan Peterson actually shares his stories, which makes this book a little easier to read and fun to read as well. So yeah, those are all the books that I'm going to recommend to you in this video. There are tons of books out there which are engaging, addicting, which can get you out of a reading slump, or if you're a beginner. But in this video I recommended these books. I could have recommended some more, and chances are you might not agree with my recommendations. It's okay. So just go and pick up your own book. It's not important that you may agree with my recommendations. So just go and pick a book for yourself. It doesn't matter if you don't like my recommendations. And yeah, that's all. That's it with this video. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and definitely comment down below and let me know a book which got you out of your reading slump if you're a reader, or let me know a book which you like the most. And I'll see you later with another video. Until then.